Welcome back to Somora Stories. Imagine this. It's 1922, and after years of searching, archaeologists finally break through the sealed door of an ancient Egyptian tomb. Inside, they find treasures beyond imagination, untouched for over 3,000 years. This is the tomb of the boy King Tutankhamun. But the discovery that amazed the world soon turned into a story of fear, fueling whispers of a deadly ancient curse. This is the chilling tale of King Tut's tomb. The man leading the charge was British archaeologist Howard Carter, who, along with his financial backer, Lord Carnarvon, had dedicated years to this single pursuit in the Valley of the Kings. When they finally entered the burial chamber, they were met with a sight that left them speechless. Golden chariots, jeweled thrones, and of course, the iconic golden burial mask. It was the greatest archaeological find of all time. The world celebrated, but the celebration was short-lived. Just a few months after the tomb was opened, tragedy struck. Lord Carnarvon, the man who funded the entire expedition, died suddenly in Cairo. The official cause was an infected mosquito bite that led to blood poisoning. But the timing was too perfect, too suspicious. The newspapers pounced on the story, and the legend of the mummy's curse was born. They claimed that an inscription at the tomb's entrance read, "Death shall come on swift wings to him that toucheth the tomb of the pharaoh." Although no such inscription was ever officially documented, the idea caught fire. Carnarvon's death was just the beginning. Over the next decade, a string of strange and untimely deaths seemed to follow anyone connected to the tomb. George J. Gould, a wealthy American financier who visited the tomb, died from a fever soon after. Radiologist Archibald Douglas Reed, who X-rayed the mummy, died from a mysterious illness. A member of Carter's team, Arthur Mace, died of arsenic poisoning. Even Carnarvon's dog, back in England, was said to have howled and dropped dead at the very moment its owner passed away in Egypt. The press had a field day, sensationalizing each death and linking it back to the pharaoh's vengeance. One of the most famous tales is that on the night Lord Carnarvon died, all the lights across Cairo mysteriously went out, plunging the city into darkness. Was this a sign from the afterlife? So what was really going on? Was it an ancient curse brought to life? Or is there a more rational explanation? Let's explore the theories. First, the idea of ancient magic. The Egyptians were masters of rituals and beliefs about the afterlife. They firmly believed that tombs should be protected from intruders, and they used spells and incantations to ward off grave robbers. To them, a curse wasn't just a story. It was a real spiritual defense mechanism. Could these ancient words hold power that we don't understand? Then there's the scientific explanation. Some modern scientists propose that the sealed tomb could have been a breeding ground for dangerous dormant bacteria, fungi, and molds. When the tomb was opened, these microscopic organisms were released into the air. Anyone with a weakened immune system, like Lord Carnarvon, could have been susceptible to a deadly infection. This toxic tomb theory suggests the curse was biological, not supernatural. Of course, there's also the simple theory of coincidence. Many people who entered the tomb or were involved with the expedition lived long, healthy lives. Howard Carter, the man who led the discovery, lived for another 17 years, dying at the age of 64. Lady Evelyn, Lord Carnarvon's daughter, who was one of the first people to enter the tomb with Carter, lived to be 78. Skeptics argue that in any large group of people over several decades, some deaths are statistically inevitable. The media simply connected the dots in a way that created a thrilling but false narrative. Finally, there are the supernatural theories. Some people believe that disturbing the final resting place of a pharaoh, a figure considered a god on earth, is a profound spiritual violation. They argue that this act awoke ancient guardian spirits or unleashed a negative energy that attached itself to those who disturbed the tomb. These theories propose that the deaths weren't caused by anything physical, but by forces beyond our scientific comprehension. So, what's the truth? The curse of King Tutankhamun remains one of history's most enduring and popular mysteries. It's a perfect storm of incredible discovery, sensationalist media, and a string of uncanny tragedies. Was it ancient magic protecting a king's rest? Deadly microbes waiting for their first breath of fresh air in millennia? Or just a series of coincidences spun into a fantastic legend? A century later, the debate continues, and the allure of King Tut's golden mask still holds a hint of its mysterious and perhaps deadly power. What do you believe was behind the deaths? Was it a true ancient curse, a scientific anomaly, or just a coincidence fueled by the media? Let me know your theory in the comments section below. We love reading your thoughts on these mysteries. If you enjoyed this journey into the past, please hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe to Somora Stories and turn on notifications for more deep dives into the mysteries of history and beyond. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next story.